Hi, it's Colleen with Rope and Resellers, and here are my weekly sales on eBay for the week of September 11th through the 17th, 2017.
Okay, first thing I sold, Magic Treehouse lot of books. If you have little ones at home that are learning how to read and just getting into some longer chapter books, you know about these. Usually I pick these up for about a quarter a piece. This is a set that my son talked me into. And then, of course, he never read them. He was not a big reader. He liked comic books and stuff like that, more graphic novels. So anyway, sold them for $23.24. They were on sale. I didn't pay anything for them. $6.62 for eBay, PayPal, and shipping costs for a total profit of $17.02, and they took 19 months, so a little over a year and a half. Now this watch, I'm pretty sure they sell on cruises. It was I think it was brand new, but the battery had run out. So anyway, I had to replace that before I shipped it out. She offered me $48, so I took it. $51.88 is what I collected. $3.50 is what I spent on this at an auction lot. $9.87 for shipping and fees for a total profit of $38.51. I had sold this once before, and then it sat in my store, and it finally sold after 2 years. These are some vintage baby or nursery spoon and fork. So they're actually quite small. They were Oneida, which is a brand that I am always looking for especially with the older Oneida, the newer Oneida. There it is, nursery silver plate. And they do pretty well for me. Anyway, I sold them for $11.62. They were on sale. Paid $1 for them at an estate sale, $4.47 shipping and fees for a total profit of $6.15. This I pulled out of my daughter's closet. It's an ibex, so you can see the that little ibex on the back, and here's the label. It was a wool shirt, and I had picked it up at the free bin, so she didn't want it anymore. She wore it a few times. $14.99 is what it sold for. $17.76 for shipping and fees. Like I said, I didn't pay anything for it even originally, and my daughter got some use out of it. But the sleeves were pretty hammered, and I took pictures of it on my desk because I forgot to take pictures when I did them. $5.71 shipping and fees for a total profit of $12.05, and it took 2 weeks to sell. White House Black Market cardigan. I always look for this brand, especially in the larger sizes, extra large. I just discovered. I just discovered that we do have this store. It's kind of like a little boutique area of town. If you can, I mean, anything in Bozeman, whatever. But nothing's boutique, maybe downtown. But anyway, that stuff's pretty expensive. So now I understand why it sells well on eBay. $19.99 is what it sold for. I paid $1 for it at a rummage sale. $6.71 for shipping and fees. No, $6.17 for shipping and fees for a total profit of $12.82. It took 5 months to sell. The guy emailed me and asked me if he could just hook it up to his computer, and I tested it out on my computer, and I was like, dang, this thing's useful. Why am I selling it? But I sold it because he ended up buying it after I said, yes, it works great, because I don't have a DVD drive on my computer. Anyway, it sold for $19.99. I paid $1 for it at Coeur d'Alene when I was traveling over spring break, I think last year. I paid $1 for it at a garage sale. $6.41 for shipping and fees. $12.58 total profit, and it took a month to sell. This I had originally bought for my son. It is a studio display. It has this special plug that is a converter. And let me show you the back of this. So that's what it looks like. It's from 2001. It's an Apple studio display. I thought he wanted it because he said the resolution on it was really good, even for an old monitor, but then I think he didn't like the size. The thing was huge. I was tripping over it. I was sick of it. Somebody offered me $65, and I took it because I wanted it out of my office. It was huge, and it was not that fun to pack. 9016. So he paid shipping. There was a little bit of a snafu with the shipping. I told him $25, and when he finally went to go pay for it, he said, "Hey, it's $40." So I just invoiced him and changed the shipping cost to $25. It ended up costing me $28, but that's okay. So originally I paid $10 for this, $28.54 in shipping and fees and maybe it was less than $28 for shipping. Anyway, for a total profit of $51.62, and it only took a month to sell. But like I said, it's off my floor, and I don't have to trip over it anymore. This thing is sold really fast, and then I had two separate people say, "Where did it go? I wanted that. Do you have another one?" I love it when people ask you that on eBay. It's like, of course I don't have another one. I don't even know what I'm selling. I just grab stuff. Anyway, it's Intimately Free People, so it is a Free People brand. I get the impression that maybe this is more like casual at home. Anyway, this black lace hoodie, it sold really fast. And I pulled it out of my neighbor's donation bag. There was a local rummage sale, and so I took a bunch of stuff in for her. But of course, I sort of went, as I was putting it out, I shouldn't say I rummaged through her stuff, but as I was putting it out, I looked at the label and I'm like, oh, Free People, I can sell this for and give her some money. So I did. Sold it for $14.99. I gave her $8. $4.87 in shipping and fees. So my profit on that was $2.12, and it took less than a day to sell. This I thought was going to be a great costume, and thank goodness I did not put that in the title, because someone said, "Oh, it's beautiful and it fits great and I just love it." And I was like, "Oh, so glad I didn't say costume." The thing had shoulder pads like you wouldn't believe. It was so 80s. It was magical. I mean, the right person could probably pull it off, but I was thinking costume and Halloween. Anyway, $24.99. I paid $1 for it at a rummage sale. $6.08 in shipping and fees for a total profit of $17.91, and it took 6 months to sell. This is a Ralph Lauren polo, bread and butter. I collected $19.99. Nope, I sold it for $19.99. I collected $24.15. I paid 50 cents for this at a garage sale. $7.70 in shipping and fees for a total profit of $15.95, and it took 3 months to sell. This I thought would sell faster. It's a Looney Tunes relief mug, so it was in 3D, and it had a little Tweety bird on the bottom. Made by Gibson, and it sold for $14.99. I paid 25 cents for it at the thrift store. $6.26 for shipping and fees for a total profit of $8.48, and it took a year to sell. This I was going to keep because we're going to go down to Denver here next month. And my son and my husband are going to a Broncos game, so I thought, oh, well, if I don't sell it, I can give it to them, and they can wear it. That's kind of cool. And it was a really nice jacket. It was nylon on the outside, and so fleece on one side and nylon on the other. I think I show it later. It was difficult to show that it could be reversible, and this was what I creatively came up with. It sold for $39.99. They paid for shipping, so I collected $46.62. I paid $3.50 for this at Goodwill, $12.70 in shipping and fees for a total profit of $30.42. It took 2 months to sell. And my boys will just have to go in their regular jackets. This I picked up at an estate sale. I knew it would be good. Didn't realize quite how good it would be. It's a Magnavox. It's a DVD recorder. So you can take your VHS tapes and record it onto a DVD. I didn't test that feature, and I did disclose that, but I did test that it plays VHS and it plays DVDs, and it has some funky cabling on the back, so I did include a picture of how it hooks up. Anyway, it sold for $129.95. I paid $5 for this at an estate sale, $32.06 for shipping and fees for a total profit, $92.89, and it took a week to sell. This and this sold together. So these were a little bit cheaper because on the bottom, and I took pictures, I think a little critter might have gotten into them. These I found at an estate sale. So I sold this pair for $29.99, and the other pair I sold for $34.99, and they paid shipping. So I picked these up for 75 cents a piece. Now, what makes these kind of unique? This is a larger size. So these were 48 by 32, and I think the other ones are 46. But they have these oak leaf, I guess, is desirable, and so they are for suspenders. They're logger pants. So I did sort of say that I didn't know if it was a critter or if it was a chainsaw that had gotten to these, but they were definitely distressed. And I shipped them together. The shipping and fees on that, $29.18 for the both of them, for a total profit of $51.95. I was adding in my head. $51.95, and I still have another pair to sell for $34.99. This totally made my day. I saw this on the box at Goodwill, and I got slightly excited, and I thought, oh, well, they're going to want a lot of money for it because they know about Department 56 and Christmas. But they didn't, so I bought it. I sold it for $124.99. The person that had purchased this originally, and what came in the box were all these extra trees, so they went kind of crazy in the Department 56 department. I don't know how you buy these things. And there were a ton of trees. So anyway, they paid shipping. $138.30 is what I collected. You want to hear the price I paid? $4. I know, right? $4 at Goodwill. Unheard of. They obviously mispriced it. $30.41 for shipping and fees for a total profit of $103.89. And it's, oh, yeah, see, it's $124.99. I took a best offer just because it's big and I wanted it out of here. I'm all about getting rid of big things and taking offers. So it only took a month to sell, and she originally offered 100. I came back and said $124.99. That's the lowest I can go, and she took it. So anyway, took a month. I did have a link in this listing. It's on my channel. It's boring. It's just this guy skiing around, but it shows that it works. And this, you can link to YouTube. They haven't come down on that, and there's plenty of videos out on how to link the stuff, and go along with the eBay policies. I did at eBay Open hear a couple times that they are actively working on trying to get people to be able to put video. They also had these guys there showing off 360-degree views, so you could actually walk around with a camera and show, all sides of it, and it would be like they were using the inside of a car, and it was really just amazing. Like, you can put yourself in the front seat, you can put yourself in the back seat, you can look at the ceiling, you can look out the back window, you can look at the front panel. So anyway, they are working on that technology, but I think it is so data heavy, and they're worried about maintaining a quality experience for people on mobile that they haven't quite figured out how to integrate that yet. And the last thing I sold was a Chevy hat. Anytime I see like obscure dealerships like in Marion, South Dakota, I pick it up. Plus the foam front with the mesh back and the plastic snapback. And you have to look at the foam and make sure that it's still good. So anyway, if I see all that, then I'll pick them up still. So $24.99 is what it sold for. I picked it up at a garage sale for 50 cents, $5.92 for shipping and fees, for a total profit of $18.57, and it took a year to sell. Okay, so looking at my numbers, $662.69 is what I sold everything for. $736.25 is what the Seller Hub shows me and what I tell my husband. I spent $40.75 on everything this week. I paid up for this studio display, which I was in a quandary for like 2 or 3 years over how to get rid of it, and I finally just pulled the trigger. $5, but that I knew that was a winner. That was the only thing I bought at that estate sale, and then I gave my neighbor $8 for her shirt that I sold for, that she didn't know I was selling for. So $202.57 for shipping and fees. My total profit this week on eBay, $492.93, well above my 200 goal. I did sell some shirts on merch. That's starting to pick up for me. I sold 15 shirts, $86.73, so that is nothing to sneeze at. So my total e-commerce adventure profit, $579.66.
Okay, so phenomenal week again. I am grateful. I would love to be making this kind of money all the time. I've been trying to hustle a little bit more, but I've got some stuff on my plate with another outside the house type job and some other events that are coming up. So I know that I won't be able to list as much as I have been, but I'm still trying to list as often as I can and a little bit every day. So. My tip to you this week, someone had asked me earlier, they sell clothes, so they were wondering what they could possibly sell at Christmas and what that would mean, what Q4 might mean for them. So I steered them towards, Halloween costumes and things like that. And I would say in general, what I'm trying to look for right now are costumes. Ugly Christmas sweaters are something that some people sell, and holiday dresses, things like that, something that someone would be wearing to an office party. And you can include that as a keyword. So that's specifically clothes. Some people really get into the toy thing and go to Target and buy up all that stuff. I'm not really that type of seller. You can look on Toys R Us and look and see what hot toys there are. And then at the end of this video, I'll show you another tool that I use called WatchCount that's free. And eBay used to have something called Pulse where you could check your specific market that you sell in. And at the time, I sold a lot of stuffed animals. So I drill it down to, either dolls and bears or toys and hobbies and do plush. And then I would see what plush we're selling and try to go out and find those. So I'll show you a quick little video on how to use that tool. So with that, I want to thank you for watching, and thanks for all the subscribers I've been getting. I really appreciate the comments that you've been leaving, and I hope you have a phenomenal week. And Q4 is just a couple weeks away, although I feel like I'm already seeing a little bit of it. Have a good week.
I just want to show this search. It's watch count. I actually just found this. There used to be something on eBay called Pulse back in the day, and they don't have it anymore. Unfortunately, I used to tell you exactly what was trending, so you could, what these guys call it is drill it down. So, but these guys basically do what Pulse did. I use this site a lot. If something is sold and they took a best offer, they don't show you that anymore. So you can cut and paste, copy and paste in this website, and they will show you. So this is just a great website, and now I just discovered I can use it for other things. So, for example, if I were to talk about clothing, so here, if we go to, you can go and click on clothing, and it'll show up right there. And then I'm going to go down and I see, oh, okay, people are searching for bags, Nike, Gucci, Michael Kors. Now, I don't know if this is men's or women's. Oh, but look, I seem to be able to somewhere take it down to the next level. Show me. So there it is. But that's not quite what I'm looking for. So I'm going to go even lower, and I see drill down or up a category. So I'm going to go to women's because I want to know what kind of jacket women are buying. Or I want to know what they're looking for. So they're looking for coats, North Face, cardigans, Anthropologie, Victoria's Secret skirts, leather jackets, blah, 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 blah. Oh, wow, they're looking for coats. I wonder which coat. So now I can go down to that category specifically, say go, and it is going to show me, that's Montclair, Zara, Patagonia, fur, winter coat, fur coat, mink, parka, Columbia, winter jacket. So these are all the labels that people are looking for right now, and it's timely. So if that's not quite what I wanted, I guess you can just go back to the beginning. I'm just exploring this myself. I think if I go, Maybe if I just go back a page and keep going back. And then I can search for, you can see which ones are popular. Unfortunately, when they get popular, oftentimes they also get, let's see what men's coats they're buying. Once they get popular, everyone else has figured that out. In fact, I don't even know what that brand is at all. And so men's clothing, and I want to look at sweaters and hoodies. Nope. I would like to look at pants, shorts, coats, and jackets. So here's men's jackets, and let's see what brands the men are looking for. So Columbia, Barbour, Carhartt, Canada Goose, Filson, always Filson. Winter jackets, coat, parka. So these are also keywords. So you know that people are searching by these words. So if you are selling a coat or a jacket, include that word. Jacket, winter jacket, include coat, include parka, include the name brand, Arc'teryx, whatever it is. So this is also a great place to get some keywords because you know what people are searching for. Now let's just for fun click on Filson because that's a classic brand. And look, it takes me to eBay. I can go and look at all the Filson jackets that are for sale. Generally, I'm going to be finding used, so I'm going to drill it down a little bit more to see. And then I want to see what has sold. And I always have it priced highest first. So, you know, there's some good stuff out there. They're not even jackets, they're satchels. I didn't even know Filson made satchels. So there's a trucker, a wax canvas trucker jacket. I know these things last forever and they're great, but my gosh, $475. That's crazy. I would love to find something like that someday. Anyway, so that's searching and getting ideas on what to sell. And this applies for any time of year, but you know, during Christmas, you can take it and go to Toys and Hobbies and do the same thing.